project, Rashi and I chose to read To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee.
In this short presentation, we will connect the thematic elements in this book to community life using different passages and current events.
In a nutshell, the story is set in Southern America in 1933 to 1935 through the eyes of a 6-year-old girl named Scout Finch. Think Great Depression, where nearly everyone is racist and everyone is affected by the economy drop, including Scout's family. Scout has an older brother named Jem and father named Atticus. Atticus is a lawyer, but the family doesn't make much money because of where they live in Alabama. Scout's mother is dead, and the mother-like role is taken up by the family's cook, Calpurnia. Atticus takes up a case defending Tom Robinson, who is a black man and is accused of raping Mila Ewell, a white woman. She lies the entire time about being raped by Tom when really Mila was into Tom and she's trying to engage in a more than friendly relationship with him, and her father Bob Ewell caught them both. They were rebels caught red-handed. Bob was super racist, and he forced his daughter to go along with the story and turn Tom into jail. Tom is innocent, but the jury doesn't think so and votes against him. Then he tries to run away from prison, and he gets shot. Then he dies. Poor Tom. But Bob Ewell is mad at Atticus and wants revenge. His drunkard self decides that attacking Atticus's children is a good idea. It wasn't. Boo Radley, Scout and Jem's creepy and introverted but really nice neighbor, comes out of hiding and helps him get away from Bob. Turns out Bob died in the fight. Poor Bob. Well, not really.
For this project, Rashi and I chose to discuss the theme of community life. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, community life is an interacting population of various kinds of individuals in a common location. Community life is seen in To Kill a Mockingbird, with Scout and her teacher, Miss Caroline, and Atticus and Tom Robinson during their court trial.
When Scout first starts attending school, she's not able to maintain proper relations with her teacher. The two of them get off on a rough start because Scout's father has given her prior reading lessons at home, and the teacher, Miss Caroline, is not happy with these skills. Now, you tell your father not to teach you anymore. It's best to begin reading with a fresh mind. You tell him I'll take over from here and try to undo the damage. Your father does not know how to teach. You can have a seat now. Lee, pages 17 to 18. Lee shows the negative effects of community life within this passage. She shows how two people may interact to show characterization as well. Since Scout is the protagonist of the story, this scene reveals a little bit more about her character's strength. A small conflict between Miss Caroline and Scout arises and is carried throughout Scout's time in school.
After Atticus is dragged to the court trial of Tom Robinson, many more conflicts start to arise with the people in the community. During this trial, Lee includes dialogue to show the characteristics of Tom Robinson, as well as Walter Cunningham, one of the people who acted against Robinson. "He might have hurt me a little," Atticus conceded, "but son, you'll understand folks a little better when you're older. A mob's always made up of people no matter what. Mr. Cunningham was part of the mob last night, but he was still a man. Every mob in every little southern town is always made up of people, you know? Doesn't say much for them, does it?" The aforementioned quote shows that the town was unified in its decisions and used their community life to act against the court order.
Harper Lee is able to incorporate multiple rhetoric devices within her writing to showcase this underlying theme of community life. Lee uses dialogue in most of her novel to highlight character traits through indirect characterization. Most importantly, Lee names the book after a mockingbird, symbolizing innocence of a character. Lee names the book To Kill a Mockingbird to exemplify the figurative killing of an innocent character and destroying all of their good morals. This relates to our chosen theme of community life because the book demonstrates multiple examples of when characters were faced with tough situations and essentially lost their innocence. Harper Lee is able to encompass these rhetorical devices to further explain her story and be able to add multiple interesting aspects to the regular story of a young girl.
Community life can still be seen in today's society due to the many issues we face with gay rights, feminism, and children's isolation problems. All of these compile various people into one common situation and force them to work together in order to solve a problem. Our gay rights article discusses how multiple people come together to protest and settle rights for gay people. The feminism article discusses how people have been able to show community union to gain rights for females from 1980 to present times. Our third article talks about how children are starting to become isolated from society and people are working together as a community to solve this problem of isolation. Overall, community life can be seen through these articles and many more demonstrating how people are able to come together for a common cause that they believe in.